Chap, one of the really foundational insights in Hurt was your living with, living among, and learning what life is like for an adolescent today. How would you summarize what our young people are experiencing?
This is really hard at first glance for people to get, but as I pulled together the research that we and a whole team of us have been reading and studying, as well as the research I and our team have done directly with kids, is there's this sense of isolation, this sense of being a bit cast aside, that as long as they jump inside the boxes and expectations of the adults around them, whether it's a teacher or a coach, unfortunately a parent or even a person in youth ministry, we can still have these expectations that a kid will kind of serve our agenda, as opposed to us creating an agenda for their sake, where our presence was without a self-serving agenda, that we provide an opportunity for them to explore life as they grow up. What kids are experiencing now is that life is really about us as adults. And that's a tough one for adults to get. But if we get everybody in a helicopter and go 1,000 feet and look down, macro analysis, I would say that the descriptor is kind of a harsh term, but systemic abandonment of our primary responsibility to love and nurture kids to adulthood. What I mean by that is not systematic. It's not a bunch of adults sitting in the corner saying, how are we going to hurt kids today? It's a coach, a teacher, a parent, a youth worker, a small group leader, whatever role we play, that says, I've got this job to teach math or to coach football or to lead a small group, and therefore I love you, I care about you, and I want to help you. So how I help you is you jump inside this box of expectation and agenda. What a kid realizes in our culture is that there's one of three ways that they find affirmation. It's by performing according to that agenda. I'm a good athlete, I'm a good student, I'm a nice kid, I'm funny, I'm spiritual, I'm a spiritual leader. I find a way to perform. They conform. They just put their head down and they just go inside the kind of lines that are drawn before them in the box. Or they portray an image that they know somehow either they're funny or they're really attractive or they're sexual. There's any number of ways that a kid will use their image to get noticed. The problem with performance, conformity, and image and finding your sense of self is it's all externals according to somebody else's agenda, and you deny yourself the ability to move into adulthood with the confidence that you bring something to the table. God's created every single one of us to believe we have agency. And every one of our kids that we work with in youth ministry has gifts and talents and agency and power. But what we tend to do is we stifle their power and their agency. And so what we're asking them to do is to jump inside our boxes. Systemic abandonment is the mark of the day, and we have to turn the tide on that and support kids and help them along the way.